Kingsman: The Blue Blood is the confirmed title for the next Kingsman movie after the 2021 prequel The Kingsman. Here's all the Kingsman 3 news so far. The popular spy action movie Kingsman: The Blue Blood is directed by Matthew Vaughn. After years of production, it appears like Kingsman 3 is finally nearing completion. Vaughn has big ideas for the Kingsman franchise, and there are already multiple sequels in the works. It has been announced that Kingsman: The Blue Blood, not a sequel to the precursor The Kingsman, will be the next Kingsman film. The new Kingsman film, which was originally scheduled for release in 2023, will undoubtedly mark the end of Taron Egerton's Harry Hart and Colin Firth's turbulent romance, albeit few other story specifics are known at this time. Along with teasing a number of celebrities to join in on the spy fun, Vaughn has mentioned Dwayne Johnson and Mark Strong as potential additions to the cast of Kingsman: The Blue Blood, which will eventually be released alongside Kingsman 3. Director Matthew Vaughn has provided a script update for Kingsman 3. Although the news might not be the most pleasant for fans of the trilogy-spanning Kingsman movie, Vaughn, who has directed the series from the beginning, has disclosed that development is now ongoing on the script for Kingsman: The Blue Blood. The well-known filmmaker emphasized that the future movie would be conclusive and revealed that the first and third acts of the script were finished. The development of Kingsman: The Blue Blood has lasted for a long time. Since May 2017, Matthew Vaughn has been talking about the film, and he hasn't stopped since. Kingsman: The Golden Circle came out. The next Kingsman film's screenplay was finished, according to Taron Egerton's 2019 announcement, and the full title, Kingsman: The Blue Blood, was disclosed by Vaughn in 2020. Kingsman: The Blue Blood cast. Who is returning for Kingsman 3? Based on comments made about Kingsman: The Blue Blood, the cast of the fourth film in the franchise is likely to be stuffed with familiar faces. Franchise director Matthew Vaughn has also not been shy about his desire to see Dwayne Johnson take on an unnamed role as the Blue Blood's primary villain. There's also a chance that Halle Berry, John Wick Chapter 3, will return as Ginger. With all that in mind, the most likely cast returns include Colin Firth as Harry Hart, Taron Egerton as Eggsy Unwin, Channing Tatum as Tequila, and Mark Strong as Merlin. Kingsman: The Blue Blood story. How will the Kingsman trilogy end for Harry and Eggsy? The Kingsman: The Blue Blood tale will return to the present after establishing the history of the organization in The Kingsman. The upcoming Kingsman film will be centered on Harry and Eggsy's growing paternal attachment, and it will take place immediately after the events of Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Vaughn revealed that Kingsman 4: The Blue Blood will be the final linear new Kingsman film, suggesting an exciting and captivating conclusion for the franchise's initial film series, even though additional plot information is still scarce. Now, with no Kingsman 3 release date in sight, Vaughn reveals how progress on the trilogy capper is going during a recent interview with Collider. According to the director, the movie is still in the script stage at the moment, but he knows how the whole story will be wrapped up. Check out Vaughn's full comment. So, Kingsman 3, we've got to get on with before Colin Firth is way too old, and dare I say it, Taron is getting on as well. So, Kingsman 3 is definitely the conclusion of their relationship. Act 1 is being written, Act 3 is being written, Act 2 needs some work, right? And so we know how it ends and how it begins. While official details on the project remain scarce, Egerton and Firth are expected to return as part of the Kingsman 3 cast. By the time the credits roll on Kingsman: The Golden Circle, not many characters from the first film remain, suggesting it could be just the two original actors who reprise their roles. It's possible, however, that sequel newcomers Channing Tatum and Jeff Bridges could return as Agent Tequila and Champ, respectively. As far as story information goes, Vaughn has previously revealed that Eggsy will lose his purpose in Kingsman 3, which will lead to one last mission with Harry. Exactly what this will entail, however, is a mystery. But the three previous films in the franchise have all balanced over-the-top violence with fairly raunchy humor, suggesting the upcoming installment will do the same. Hopefully, more Kingsman 3 updates surface in the coming months. Let's see a quick recap of the Kingsman movie. The Kingsman is a story about a spy network that tries to stop an evil gang from escalating World War I. The film holds some factual elements, putting a dramatized twist on some key aspects of the First World War. The film begins where most do, a tragedy that shapes the two main characters, Conrad, Harris Dickinson, and his father, the Duke of Oxford, Ralph Fiennes. After his mother dies trying to protect him, Conrad is kept away from harm, as his father swore to his mother that he would protect him. And Oxford takes a vow of non-violence. Conrad resents his father's oppression and begs to be allowed to join the army, yet Oxford forbids it. The action starts when Lord Kitchener orders Conrad and Oxford to escort Archduke Franz Ferdinand through Sarajevo, Bosnia, as assassins are targeting him. Conrad saves the Archduke from a bomb thrown by Gavrilo Princip. However, Princip gets another chance, this time succeeding in killing the Archduke. Oxford spy network main members are two of his servants, Polly, Gemma Arterton, and Shola, Jaimin Hunsu. soon learned that Princip was part of a plot to pit the British, Russian, and German empires against each other and spark a world war. This group, led by the mysterious Shepherd, have a spy network, including Rasputin, Fiennes, who has the Tsar under his thumb. His orders are to force Russia to pull out of the war. To give Conrad a taste of action whilst still protecting him, Oxford allows Conrad into the spy network, which aims to stop the Shepherd from escalating war to the point of no return. After Conrad's cousin in Russia spies on Rasputin, who reveals the plan, the group travels to Russia to kill Rasputin, and after a messy fight, Rasputin is killed, and the group succeeds. Next, the Shepherd ordered Erich Johannessen, an advisor to the German Kaiser, to send the Zimmermann telegram in hopes of distracting Britain and the United States. Although the message was intercepted by British intelligence and decoded by Polly, President Woodrow Wilson refused to join the war. Amidst this, Kitchener's battleship is sunk, and he and his assistant Morton, along with hundreds of others, are lost at sea. Now, Conrad decides to ask for his father's blessing to join the army on his 18th birthday. However, Oxford still won't allow it, yet Conrad joins regardless. Oxford goes to King George V, who summons Conrad back to London. Furious at his father, Conrad sends back a young man, Lance Corporal Archie Reed, and takes his place in the trenches, determined to help fight in the war. Whilst in the trenches, Conrad volunteers to retrieve information from a wounded British spy in no man's land, which he does successfully. Tragically, a friend of Archie notices Conrad is lying about his identity and shoots him, thinking he is a German spy. However, the information Conrad recovered was the proof President Wilson needed to enter the war, earning Conrad a Victoria Cross. Oxford carries on to avenge Conrad. He, Polly, and Shola pick up where they left off. They learn that President Wilson is being blackmailed with a tape of him being seduced by an agent of the Shepherds, Martha Hari. Oxford subdues Hari and retrieves her scarf, which he finds to be made of a rare cashmere wool, only found in a secluded mountainous region. They deem this to be where the Shepherd is hiding. Oxford, Shola, and Polly make their way to the mountain and plan their attack. The Shepherd is revealed to be Morton, Kitchener's assistant who faked his death and who had spied on the British for years. In a battle on a cliffside, Oxford defeats Morton, breaking his pacifist vow, and Polly retrieves the blackmail material so America can join the war. The plot, actors, and cinematography paired well to make the film exciting and thrilling. One can be really happy that the plot had some historical basis. Even though some scenes and aspects twisted the historical facts, historical context and knowledge on World War I could still be applied. A particularly good sequence was at the beginning, where a time-lapse showed the countryside turn to trenches in a matter of years. The scene showed the color drain from the countryside, and the color palette turned from lush greens and yellows with bright blue sky to browns and blacks with clouded gray skies. Overall, the movie can be a visual treat. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it entertaining, then don't forget to hit that like button below. And if you want to stay updated with more great content like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel by clicking the red button and just ringing the notification bell so you never miss any future content from us. Your support means the world.